Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Tay, and today we are back with a mental health check-in and a topic that I think is not discussed enough. And so I want to bring awareness to this topic. I want to bring awareness to how this topic affects us, how we allow this topic to basically somewhat control us as well. And so I just wanted to jump right into this topic. It's something that has been on my mind for a very long time. And so now I am going to kind of share it with you guys. Okay, so as I said, this topic has been on my mind for a very long time, and the topic is emotional appeal. And I'm looking at my notes that I got here. The topic is emotional appeal, and that is basically when a person appeals to whatever emotion you or someone else is needing at the moment for self-gain, to gain something for themselves, whether that's control, whether that's power, and that can be, you know, presented and shown in a lot of different ways. So the way that emotional appeal can control someone is through anger. It can control you through anger. It can control you through hurt. It can control you through love. It can control you through happiness. It doesn't have to be a negative for them or that person, said person, to have that self-gain. So, you know, for instance, me, because we are talking about my healing journey, my grieving process. For me, a lot of people appealed to the emotion of, or so they thought, that I was lonely. That I needed people, that I was looking for something or somebody to replace Messiah. And throughout this last year, I have allowed that appeal to happen, opposed to shutting it down right off, you know, the bat, when I felt like someone wasn't genuinely supporting me, when I felt like they, you know, wasn't genuinely loving me or Messiah or Diamond. And so I allowed them to control the way I allowed them in my energy, in my space. And that so happens a lot without us even paying attention, because you have someone that appeals to your emotions of you being hurt. So they are overly there for you. They are overly compensating with your hurt to gain their own self-gratification. They appeal to the emotion of you being hurt. They know how to comfort you when you're hurt. They know how to sometimes make you second guess how you feel about them, because they are there for you in that moment. They do support you in that moment. They do make you feel loved in that moment. And then once that moment is gone, you're kind of back feeling the same way about that person. But sometimes it can be so hard to just cut it off, because they continuously appeal to that emotion. They know what you're looking for. They know what you need. So before you can even, you know, second guess their intentions, they're always there. That's controlling. That is a form of controlling. They are controlling the situation. They are controlling how you feel about them. And this could be, you know, to the person that is being controlled by the emotional appeal, it is done unconsciously. It is done self-consciously. You're not thinking of, in that moment, wait a minute, just, you know, a week ago or just a couple of days ago, you done something that really hurt me or upset me. But in this moment, I can't think about it and I don't feel it because you are so here for me. Anger. They know that they have done something to upset you. They know they have done something to make you feel some type of way, and they appeal to that. They are overly apologetic. They are overly sympathetic. They overly try to get your approval from them when they made you angry. They are overly trying to prove to you, you know, although I made you angry on this instance, I'll never do it again. Yes, I was wrong. Yes, I apologize. Yes, I take fault, you know, for you being angry at me. They just go ahead and take accountability in a way. It can be seen as accountability because they are so forefront about what they did to make you angry, but really they're being so honest, they're being so forefront to control the situation, to control your emotions, to have you second guessing, you know, is this valid how I feel? Should I be angry because you did this, but now you're here? Love. They can appeal to your emotions of love and know that you are loving. They know that you are caring. They know that you'll give them a shut off their back, you know. They know that there's nothing that you would not do for someone you love. So they appeal to that. In certain situations, they overly love you. They're overly there for you. They overly support you. They overly validate, you know, how you're feeling and what you're going through. Again, for their own self-gain, their own self-gratification, their own self-pleasure, with the knowing of, if I can appeal to said person's emotion, if it's anger, if it's love, if it's happiness, if it's grief, then I can control the situation in any way I want to, because I am giving them what they need. I am emotionally supporting them in a way that I feel is best, because in the back of their mind, they know that they're going to get something out of it, whether it's a longer friendship with you, whether it's a longer relationship with you, whether it's getting your high energy, your good energy, whether it's you pouring into them and they never pour back, you know, into you, other than in that moment when they are appealing to your emotions. And for me, like I said, throughout this year of healing, I have had friends do that. It has been done to me in my relationship. It has been done to me as far as families, where they appeal to the loss of your child, and they are trying to, I don't want to say offer their child or offer their love in a way that they feel is replacing what you lost. And again, I could be wrong. This is just what I feel. This is my experience. And in some situations, I could, you know, be overly thinking about the emotional appeal. But I am learning that emotional appeal definitely has a way of controlling you. Throughout my grief, emotional appeal has allowed me to allow people a longer period of time with me, longer than they deserved. It has allowed me to accept people for their lack of support, because they have so much going on, or their family, you know, dynamic is going through something, and so they have a lack of supporting me. And I'm just at a point in my life where I felt like genuinely I have supported people in my most hardest time to support myself. A lot of times I did not love myself, and I still gave myself away in friendships. You know, at the drop of a dime, I'm that friend that's going to drop everything to come support you. I'm that family member that's going to come to your event early. I'm that friend that's going to ask how I can help at your event. I'm going to host your event. That's just because that's who I am. That's the type of love that I have for people. And I realized at my son's, you know, first birthday, not everyone had that love for me. The people that I went above and beyond for, because I allowed them to appeal to my emotions when I needed them the most, they were not there. And I can no longer be okay with that. I can no longer justify anyone for not supporting me like I support you. So that's, you know, kind of where I am with the emotional appeal thing. I don't allow anyone to appeal to my emotions. I am learning to stand firm in how I feel. I'm learning to stand firm in when I feel or believe that you have done something to me, I am going to let you know. We can have a conversation about it, but once it gets to now you have to defend why you hurt me or why you didn't support me because of something that happened or a situation that came up, I'm not here to dispute how you made me feel. I'm here to let you know how you made me feel, and we can agree to disagree on each other's point of view, but for us to kind of go tit for tat or evidence for evidence or feelings for feelings, for my feelings to be valid, I don't need to do that anymore, because I'm not looking for you to validate my feelings. I'm not looking for you to appeal to an emotion of validation, because I don't need you to validate me. I stand firm in how I feel. And so I think that sometimes we allow emotional appeal to just take control, and I'm not doing that anymore. Emotional appeal, it allows you to cover up your true feelings, your true emotions. It takes away from your true feelings and your true emotions. And it doesn't leave that person feeling good. Again, it leaves you feeling like in the moment where you needed someone to support you the most, they was not there for you. And I also say you can't expect yourself out of other people. I've learned that as well. I've learned, you know, I'm no longer running at a drop of a dime for anyone, because I know that at a drop of a dime, you're not obligated to run for me. I mean, it sucks. I don't want to be here, but to protect me, to protect my peace, to be at peace with my life, to continue my healing journey, I think that's best for me. Now, again, I am always, you know, open to conversations. I think that we have to be open to accept how we hurt someone. Again, agree to disagree. That person may view, you know, what you did this way, but really you may be coming from this way. And it's okay to express that, but once you get to trying to, you know, dictate how the person feels, or trying to discredit how that person feels, now you're trying to appeal to an emotion that I'm not, or that person or me, that we're not looking for, you know. So I say let go of the responsibilities to making things right. It's not your responsibility to make a friendship right. It's not your responsibility to make a relationship work. It's not your responsibility to have a relationship with your family if that other party is not giving you what you're giving them. If you're giving more than what you're getting, let it go. It's not benefiting you, because in the long run, you always are constantly looking at yourself as far as what you could have done different. What did you do wrong? And it's really not a good feeling that has you like second guessing everything about yourself. And it's just not good. So you want to loosen that grip of control. You want to loosen the emotional appeal that some people have over you. It's easier said than done. But I think situation by situation, day by day, minute by minute, you kind of start to realize, like, this is the third time that you couldn't, you know, genuinely support me in my grieving process, because let's be real, grief is not easy. In my healing process, let's be real, healing is not easy. It takes hard work, determination. It takes you showing up every day to know this is something I want to heal from. This is something that I am no longer okay with being this way. I am making the effort to change it every day. I am putting love and positivity in every situation. And I'm putting my best foot forward. And if you put that out, you'll receive that energy. And so sometimes you do have to check yourself. Sometimes you do have to look in the mirror and say, okay, what can I do different? What can I say different? Okay, yeah, I may feel like that, but did I express, you know, that in the right way? Did I come across the right way, or did I come across, you know, rude and nasty. So I'm not gonna say, you know, don't ever look in yourself or look within yourself for what you could have done different, but don't always think that you could have done something different. Don't always think it's you. Don't always think you're the problem when you constantly are giving yourself away, because at that point you're drained. You don't have anything left for yourself. And I think that is like one of my biggest things, having energy for yourself, having energy to love yourself, having energy for what you love, doing what you love, and definitely always having faith, always believing in yourself, and always having the courage to start over, to try again, to love again, to give again. But just don't overly do it. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Use this video as a stepping stone to really, you know, look at yourself. How are you allowing somebody to appeal to your emotions? How are you allowing somebody to control you because they know how to appeal to when you're angry, when you're lonely, when you're sad, when you're down, when you're depressed, when you're mad? Like, certain people know how to appeal to those emotions to get something they want. Again, whether that's being around you longer, whether that's having access to your life, whether that's you motivating and encouraging them and they're never doing the same for you. Like, it can be, you know, seen and done in a lot of different ways. And so I just wanted to bring this topic to you guys. The first of many topics that I do want to talk about, things that I've experienced in my healing journey, in my grieving process, things that really helped me get through it. And again, I am very passionate about mental health. I'm very passionate about grief. I'm very passionate about loving yourself. And so I just hope that my passion for that shows through in my videos, that it encourages, you know, someone, that it motivates someone, that it enlightens someone, to let them know you're not alone. It is a very true thing. This happens every day. And you may not know how to get out of it. And so I'm just here to give tips and tools that hopefully will help somebody. If not, it's helping me. If not, I am able to kind of release things I feel I hold on to within myself, or emotions that I hold in within myself and I don't feel comfortable talking about it. So it helps me. I am in therapy. I'm very aware of therapy is important. I'm very aware of the benefits of therapy. But it takes hard work, because it's not easy to show up every week or every day for that session and talk about your feelings, talk about your hurt, talk about your anger, talk about your grief, talk about vulnerability. It's not easy. It takes hard work and dedication to really set in your mind, like, I am going to fix this about myself. I am going to change this about myself. And as long as you have that mindset, no one can take that from you. No one can stop you. No one can control you. Control is a very big thing that I feel that people want over a lot of people's lives. And if you allow them to control, they will control. They will never stop controlling. And so you could end up in a very dark place, a very lonely place. It's not a good feeling to feel alone when you have people around. I'm not saying they support you. I'm not saying they motivate you, but they are there. They, you know, they call you, you support them, you're there for them. They appeal to your emotions in that moment. But they're not there for the long haul. They're not there for the long run. And that's hurtful. It's very hurtful to admit, wow, I have given myself away so many times to people who did not deserve it. I could have saved their energy to manifest my future. I could have saved their energy for myself. I could have saved their energy to recharge myself, and I just gave it away over and over and over, and time again. So again, emotional appeal. Someone appealing to whatever emotion you are having in that moment for their own self-gain and their own self-gratification. It can be exhibited in ways of hurt, anger, love, depression, happiness, and they control. They win power over you when you allow them to control you by your emotions. They're allowed to determine whether you're going to have a good day or a bad day, because they can appeal to whatever emotion you're having. And don't nobody need that power over you. Can't nobody have that power over me but myself. God is showing me every day that nobody has control over me but myself. And so with that being said, I do have a journal as well. And it gives you little scriptures to read. And I've been trying to stick to it day by day. And just, you know, read my scripture and go from there. Right now, my lesson that I'm learning is stillness. Sitting still in my emotions, or sitting still in a situation, and allowing God to show who He is without me jumping to figure it out, or without me jumping to feel like I have to figure it out. I'm sitting still. I'm being patient. Whatever is for me is going to be for me. No one can take that away from me. No one can stop me from getting what's mine. If it's mine, I'm going to have it. If it's mine, God is going to prevail it to me. He's going to give it to me. Now, I'm not saying I'm not working for it. I'm not saying I'm not being dedicated to it, but I am sitting still kind of in my healing process and in my journey. And so that is like the first topic of many, again, that I want to bring to you guys. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it sends someone comfort. I hope it sends someone encouragement. And again, my platform is always open for free space to dig deeper in these conversations, to talk more. And so, you know, use them. The free space form is live, it's up, it's active, it's waiting for you to fill it out. Again, I do the Facebook Lives for mental health check-ins. So yeah, just stay connected with me, and I will see you guys in the next video.